One thing we haven't mentioned that I think should be mentioned is, again, 2 weeks in a row, Philip Foden has not squared it to Haaland
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say,
Oh,
2
yeah.
years ago, there was the Saka, he who shall not be named for United, and Foden, English youngsters, like, who's the best? And everyone would have said Foden. Pretty sure we would agree Foden. Last year was a bit underwhelming. I think we can all agree he was better. And this year again, that's the second game in a row where Haaland is. You brought in Haaland to score goals. Give him the ball. And it's the second week in a row he hasn't done it. I just feel like.
Weirdly enough, I brought up in the chat the game.
Yeah, I feel like
think he's overrated. I generally do.
I don't overrated yet, but I think
it's
difficult. Something needs to change.
I
think he should have been brought off today. I don't know how he wasn't brought off.
I don't think he's a winger. I don't feel like he should be played out on the wing.
He's a 10. Got the mindset of giving it to someone else.
Yeah,
his technical ability is unbelievable.
I feel like it'd be so much more beneficial playing just. I know maybe their system doesn't allow for it. Playing behind Haaland would just be
absolutely
so much more beneficial. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't see him as a winger.
His passing and dribbling is unreal.
I think
his levels that he could reach. We're talking like. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to top De Bruyne's vision.
Well, he's generational. He is generational.
Foden has the potential to get near that level.
Yeah,
whether it comes
and
to
Mbappe were meant to be like the three that are closest of our generation.
He could just slot into that De Bruyne role as and when De Bruyne gets on a bit, etc., or you bring him off in a game or something like that.
Because I think De Bruyne can do Gundogan's role and be a box to box.
Yeah,
I think
but the quality De Bruyne has is just.
It's difficult. Yeah, it is difficult.
I think it's difficult
with
how much we briefly mentioned with how much talent Manchester City has in their club, and that's why we were talking about the rotation. You can't keep everyone happy, and obviously Jim mentioned earlier today that could be why they're not so successful in the Champions League, because they're constantly changing. You're not having like your set 11, 12, 13 players consistently playing, but like. I think, as Chaz said, I don't think you're not dropping KDB ever.
No,
not until he's severely injured or he's just done in terms of his age.
Until his leg falls off. Yeah, you're not dropping him.
He can have an all right game and then just do that.
But then you don't want to leave a player out like Phil Foden because of what he can produce when he's given the opportunity.
I feel like Pep is trying to play Foden how he can play Bernardo Silva. Now, Bernardo Silva is a very talented football player. Bernardo Silva can play in midfield, or can play out on the wing, and can do both jobs equally as well. Whereas I don't feel like Foden's got that wing potential that Bernardo Silva has at all.
Well, no,
not one bit.
But with that said, though, with that said, like, there's still no excuse for him not putting his head up and making that pass, because like even so. He should still be making that pass.
Yeah. Like, last week was bad.
In both
instances.
This is what I was going to say though, like because I saw it come up last week.
Yeah.
In that City team, right? I know Sterling gets a lot of abuse for like chances missed, and like he has the amount of goals he has because of how many they create. But I don't know, it's all about stats. But he plays that same side as Sterling, and I saw his stats in the Premier League. They're really not that great. He has 14 assists in like 100 appearances. Foden. 14 assists.
Yeah, it's
not
great.
And you can see why. When he's not passing
selfish.
it to Haaland like that, you can see why it's so low.
When
you're not going to be happy with that.
As mentioned, Bernardo Silva, he would pass that 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. What we're saying is Saka clear. He's got 15. He's got 15 assists. That's what I'm going to say.
I think there might be an element of Phil sort of seeing himself as the main man, obviously with Haaland coming in and just trying to get as many goals as he can just to try and cement that.
But I think it's also like obviously we say Haaland's got to settle into a new team and whatnot, but City have also got to settle to have an actual prolific goal scorer.
Look, I made a tweet
Haaland didn't need more than 24 hours to settle into that fucking team, mate.
I made a tweet today saying that Haaland must have made about 5 kilometres worth of forward runs with no balls through whatsoever.
Mate. Joke.
But that's what I was saying. Like in terms of the team changing to find Haaland, because obviously we saw Gundogan do it quite a bit. We also, we saw Bernardo Silva do it quite a bit, and KDB obviously was always looking for Haaland. But you don't really see, obviously, Phil Foden wasn't really looking for Haaland. Obviously, when the balls were coming in from Cancelo or Walker, weren't really looking for Haaland. So I think with time and obviously with more training and whatnot, I think it'll only be a matter of time till everyone just searches out Haaland. No matter where the ball is, just find that tall blonde geezer and just give him the ball.
God, he's scary. He's
He is
quick.
disgusting.
Power that he can just like Newcastle's centre backs ain't pushovers, but the goal he scored.
They are fucking slow though. Let's not
Yeah, obviously they're slow, but you think like, oh, they just shove him over to the ground or do something, but he's got that power in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The robot.